my goodness. Oh my goodness. Can you hear me now? I'm not sure if I can. I'm just going to get the little, come on, my time up just to check that it is there and that I can be heard. And it's frozen again. Oh my goodness. Can you hear me now? I'm not sure. I heard it. I heard it. So I am there. That's good. Now, oh my goodness. As you can see, I've got some shadows over my work there now. So it's highly likely when I had the sun on it at roughly midday, it was absolutely superb lighting. You could see it very clearly. Now I'm going to probably have to, yes, you can hear me. I'm probably going to have to actually close the curtains and put on a light like this one, which I will do. I will just try that because it's got very weird lighting there. Sorry. Can you see it from there or not? It's a bit weird, isn't it? Just that lighting. I'll see if I'm going to have some shadows over the place. I should have done it when it was midday. Oh my goodness, that's even worse. No, I won't be doing that. I shall open it. We'll deal with what we've got. Hang on. Let me just do that. No, so you're getting shadows on that too, isn't it? Is that all right? Like that? Let's see if it works. Let's see if that works. What I was going to do, because I was playing around this morning with, I was showing this that I was working on, and it was 2 weeks ago, as in a Sunday, spending some time with my sister. Well, on the 6th, what are we now, 20th to 14th? Yeah, we did work it out, that it was not just two, anyway, on the 6th. My sister and I went to a workshop that was for, I'm trying to think of the technique. It's alcohol ink painting. So this is what I shared this morning, and actually put these samplers in a frame, in this frame. Oh, the easiest way is to not have me so big. Silly me. I should do that. Whoop, other way around. I'm actually using the Be.Live, not the, what I was going to use was Ecamm feeding into this, but it just wasn't working. That's where I think the sound went and disappeared itself somehow. And I was trying to bring in the iPad at the same time. So here we've got 4 different little samplers that I created on that day in what's a 1/4 page each of an A3 sheet, right? So that's what I've got here. And I did I didn't demo, but I pointed out the little doodling aspects of after the ink itself is actually put to paper and dry. You can use different pens and inks and things to create the doodles and other things within the paintings here. I just love this piece because for some reason it looked like a cat woman or something to me, and here she is carrying away a giant goggle-eyed fish. I hadn't finished embellishing it. I was going to do more, and then I thought, no, I'll leave it as it is. And that is how I'm going to leave it, because this is where I got to on that day with the sampling. So here is just the inks without any embellishment. And here's another one that's got a couple of mermaids in it. Just the different colours and varieties that you can actually get with this as effects. So I thought, well, what's wrong with actually sharing techniques of how to do it? Well, I'm not going to be teaching it. It's just going to be as is with me bringing it to you in this way. Now, it'd be lovely to have a full-on corner desk where I have my art stuff across this way, but at the moment it's not like that. I have got a table here, so I'm going to be having this in-betweens. Where is the camera going to be the best for effect? I wonder if I can put it on the microphone. Does that make any difference? Is it going to, can you still hear me? I've got it sitting on the microphone. That's all right, isn't it? So that I'm looking at the comments, I'm commenting to you, and it doesn't look so odd to me that I'm pointing my head this way so much. So I'll do it at that angle. Can you see it there? So, and you've got, looks great there, Nat, as far as how I've got it set up. And Deirdre is saying, yeah, you can hear loud and clear on this one. Good. Good, good, good. Yeah, you can hear, you can still hear. Ah, good. I don't want to lose the sound, but the angle of what the visual is for you is still good. But I'm just wanting to tip that up a little bit more, but I don't think my camera does go any further. Oh, that's too far, wasn't it? There we go. You've got that nice background, this one. I like that space, but it's a bit open, isn't it? And my printer in the background. There's the doorway. Doesn't matter. What I've got that I really like for here is here we've got the different inks. And I'm trying to remember how the heck did we do it. It'd be lovely if my sister was around that she could actually help me through this part, because she was there with me, naturally, my 20. And she'd probably remind me, how the heck did we do this? I haven't had any practice with it since that day, whereas she has done a couple of pieces. The different types of applicator that we've got with these. Here we've got one that's got the more narrow, a little tiny dropper, and this is one that's got this type. I haven't opened them. I've got no idea what they're like. So I'll stand them up again because, and I probably do need to put this over here, have one each of these things each side of me. I've got, the hand towel. You've got to have things where it's easy to use, easy to access. And there I've got an eyelash on my nice clean paper. This is the thing with getting old. Now, this is where I wasn't quite sure, and I was going to ask her. Here's the paper that I'm using. It's a big A3 size there, and I've cut it in half. So that what I'm going to do, see if it's any different in this instance, is to see if it's any different for placing the colours. So here I've got, there's the blue one. I'm assuming it's just a matter of going like this. And we're just going to plonk some colours all over the place. And I don't know how it works with keeping these things clean. That's why I thought, well, I'm a person that likes to keep things clean as I'm going, if I can. And then with this alcohol, you sort of go, if I can get it open. I haven't used it yet. Whoops. I'm not sure how that opens. It's not oh, there it is. You open it like that. There's the drops at the top. And so you put a little drop or two over the page like this and see what it does. Have a look at that. Look at the effects that it's giving. And here I'm going to use the, now this one's the orange. So we'll do some orange splotches. Look at how that spreads there. And you're just putting, I just loved how it was doing things on the day. And I'm just assuming that where I'm placing these right now, it's just random. We just go for it and just see how they blend. Now this tangerine, what's the difference between the tangerine? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. There on that. So it's a slightly different orange, isn't it? And I think I'm doing the right thing in how I'm placing them and that I've got it on the right side of the paper. And this was the reason that I was going to start to do just that nice, I haven't got the yellow, Santa Fe red. I think the actual yellow I haven't got. I need the yellow. And if we want to do something else, this is how I'm going to just have a bit of fun with it. Do one more little dot of the, oh, did you see how that splashed? Oh, little splashes. That's interesting, isn't it? Now I'm going to, now I know that I've got to, for these colours, that I do need to actually shake them quite well. And this is the pearl one. I didn't use that on the day. So I actually am looking forward to seeing how that works in these colours. What colour was that it's gone all brown? That was the orange, wasn't it? Let's see what that does. Oh, hang on. It's not doing it. Gotta go. I think that one's got a bit of a block. I might need to get a toothpick. Yeah. Now, just see if that can wipe it open. Something that's just blocking on the top of that, I think. Let's have a look. No, obviously we do need toothpicks or something to pick at the holes if they get blocked. It's all a bit of an experiment, isn't it? Well, for me. Let's see. Did that work? No. It's going to take a different way of attack for that one. So I won't be able to use that one at the moment. So I have to get into that. If I go shake, 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 shake for both of these, because there's the gold. Not that one. It's a rich gold. And here's the other one that's a silver. So I do know from the workshop that we did have to shake them quite well at the time. So hopefully this one's actually going to squeeze out better. And look at how that glows and moves. Have a look at that, the way it's moving. That's rather lovely, isn't it? Let me see if the... And I have no idea, I don't know whether the ink that you get on yourself is going to come off fully or not. Let's see what the silver does. Just quickly clean its tip. That's a silver next to the gold do. And there's some silver all by itself. And we go like this. Then we've got, I just want to put some a tiny little dot. I might get a smaller alcohol dropper, I think, because I think this one's probably just a little bit too big. Have a look at that, how that's doing that. Let's see what the white in that does. Oh, and that one's blocked too. I'm going to have to get a very, 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 very fine, yeah, toothpick's not big enough for that. Somehow I'm going to have to get a very fine wire thing to actually go through these. And ask my sister, how the heck did we do this on the day? Did the lady do it? I don't have something that's going to risk it and take the lid off. I don't know whether it is this end that's blocked or the other end. Don't know. And it might need a very fine wire to actually fix that. Yeah, it's going to need a very fine wire. I'll have to get that. I think the alcohol inks probably do dry a little bit in the tip. So I will need to sort that one out. Oh, there I've got some. This is where you got to take care how you do your stuff. I got little rough bits from out of the end that just went and popped in. Oh, look at that one. Oh, that colour. Well, that's all right. And that comes out in the nice little drops. I'm going to have to work out how to actually get this these tips actually cleaned up, because I'd love to put the white in there and it's not a working tube. I might need to get in touch with my sister and find out. Actually, it looks rather cute on the screen, doesn't it? I really need a yellow. I'm going to have to find where I can get a yellow alcohol ink from. This tangerine is not yellow enough. That was this one that was like this, wasn't it? That was this one. So it's not really a yellow. It is more an orange. So I can see that I need to get a yellow to get the true primary colours mixing together. So I might go online and check that out. Now I'm going to put that one aside because I reckon that there's enough of the colours and that mixed there for what I want to do now. Once it dries, where the hell am I going to dry that? Over there on the printer. Hold on a sec. I have another underneath here that I put aside. Now that one, just going to check. For those of you who didn't know, yeah, I don't know. I haven't got fuse. Oh, where's the camera? I'm not sure if I've got fuse wire. I like with the modern circuit breaker things, you don't use fuse wire anymore. So I'm not 100% sure. Oh, and by the way, hello, Vicky. Now, for those of you who may not know with papers, and this I found out when I was doing printing of a newspaper, a local newspaper, many years ago, that there is a up and a down side of paper, so that this one here has a glossy surface this way, being that fully synthetic paper. The cut edge, it creates an edge that you can tell which is the up and which is one side and which is the other. I was just trying to feel the other one as to which side I had used, whether it makes a difference for how this ink actually does soak into the paper. My floor is not, I'm on a rug, so it's not, I'm trying to think which way is that. So that one is cut edge that way. Trying to feel which way I've done this. I think this is where having good touch and sensitivity to touch gives you that bit of an extra oomph. I might just put that there. I think that's the up. Yes, so this is the other side. So we're going to have a try of this on the other side. I want to try the purple this time and see what that's like. I'll put some splotches and just do it that way. I'll put some activator ink into that, and I might just do it with a couple like these, just like that. See how it's activating that? And I want to do some blues. Right. And do it that way. And I think that I may do some orange in that, or just the gold, just to have a simple design that I'm going to do the doodling with once it's dry, because you can't really go over it with the ink pens and things until it's actually fully dry. Otherwise, that just blurs. You won't get a decent. Oh wow, that's actually looking quite cool with those colours. Which one was I going to do? Gold or silver? What do you think? The silver or the gold with this one, since I can't do the opal. I really want to get that pearl one going, so I'm going to I definitely am going to have some wire or something handy before I do this next time. I'd love to do this on a regular basis. Gold or silver, or both. Shall I put gold? Shall I put silver first? Gold, silver, gold, silver. I can see there's some little bits coming out of these occasionally, so that's not good. Whether it's from the container themselves. A little bit of investigation around this, I feel. Wow, I really like the effects this has. Look at that bleeding into there, having that alcohol in different places. Right on the edge. Right in the middle of those two, like that. 3 of them. Ooh. Look at the effect that has. Wow. Is it the same with the silver? What's that looking like? It's a bit different, isn't it? Doing both, thank you. I already did. So I did do both. Thanks, Nat. What else? Should I put one of the other colours in with it? And which one? Do I use a red within that one? I'm feeling no. Do I do because there's the 2 reds. I've got the Santa Fe red and the magenta red. You know, probably what I should have done was a sampler of all the colours before I started doing mixing and just put them down first. Yeah, too late now. Looks great. The red. Which red? Oh, you want the red? The Santa Fe or the other one? Senorita Magnet, the magenta or the red? The red. That's the red, because magenta is slightly different again, isn't it? So let's see what the red looks like. Just anywhere. Do it by itself first. How does it do when it bleeds in? What's it do on the purple and the silver? It's really vibrant, isn't it? Just there. Should I do some in that gold? Just on the edge of that gold? They're big drops on these. I'm going to get more of these little ones, I think, as much as they're a bit harder to actually control with the tubes, you know, keep open. I think there's probably going to be a little bit of an issue with that. So I'm not sure how I'm going to get that. I'd really like to use the white. Trying to think, what would I have? I don't know how I've got to clean it. I'm definitely going to have to ask my sister. Apparently, after they dry, you can reactivate with the alcohol a little. So I might be able to do some experimenting with that part of it and see how that works. That's not too bad, is it? Just how it looks on the paper. Now, I think which is going to be, we'll have to decide once they're dry, which is going to be the one that is the right side for doing this, the slightly shinier side or the duller side. You can see the curve of the paper. This one curves down a little bit. The other one curves up. So you can actually tell which is the right side, wrong side type. I'm going to put a bit more silver over this side through here. It'd be nice if I can just do it as a little dot that doesn't spread much. So I'm hoping that's what can be done. Oh, that worked. Oh, I like that. Do a bigger one. Just like that. I like that. I'm hoping that by keeping that tip clean that I can actually, like that these ones, this size probably doesn't block as easily, whereas the other certainly, the little tips do. So I'll have to see. Let's see how that turns out when it's dry. I think that's all I'll load that with at the moment, because it looks to me like it might be too much if I do too much more. Be interesting to see if there's anything that I can see in these after they're dry to be able to, is what comes out when I do the embellishments. But because I haven't got the pens and that really for that at the moment, I'm going to play around with them, because what I have found, as well as these other pens, where did I put them? They might be under, no, they're not there. I've got two pens, a gold and a silver one. But the other thing that I've got, I don't know what I've done with it. Somewhere around. Oh, have I hidden that? I have. Putting my iPad back up there. Anyway, there is a gold and a silver pen of inks. Oh, I know where I put them. They're in the sun because they were actually a bit not writing well enough. Here we go. See my photos. Yeah, these are the types of pens that you do the embellishments with, that were like those ones over there. How we can see the drawing in there, the doodles. Oh, you sort of can't see them. That's the pens, and I was hoping I'd be able to get them to flow better. I'm pretty sure that this type of, even though it's a laundry marker, but this type of outline pen, and even just the Quink ink, I'm going to actually, I've got this from years ago for fountain pens. Thought, well, why not try those out too? So this type of pen. But I certainly do have to, that type. It's the old ink one. Excuse me, but I think the alcohol's got up my nose. This type of pen, that's clearer to see. That type of pen, I'm going to try it with that too. And I don't know whether I have to use, this is the ink that you use for a fountain pen, but whether I can use Indian ink on this as well. It's going to be open. Oh, sorry, wrong thing. I was looking at the computer. It's going to be the quite a different thing to try out. Oh, the magenta. I did the other one, didn't I? Let me see what the magenta looks like. Hang on, we'll just put a touch of it near the red here, just in that tiny, so that you can see the difference. What does that do? Oh, that actually comes out quite well, doesn't it? That's certainly a different colour. I'll just put those two in there. I think it might be, oh, hang on, let me see. Let me see if that'll go over there. What's it do around these that are nearly dry? Let's see. What's that do? Wow, it spreads out really well, doesn't it? Wow, look at that. I'm impressed. I do like that colour, actually. That'll look beautiful in a blue, pink, purple combination, that type. And especially when I'd be able to get the white working. Looks like the beginning of a circus poster. Yeah, and guess what I just did? On my Mighty Mouse. I had it on my finger. And that stuff doesn't come off. Oh, sorry. Oopsie. I'm going to have to get that off somehow. Probably with alcohol. Oops. Off my of my mouse. Whoops, hang on, I just got to try and see if I can get that off my finger. Well, that's something to try out, isn't it? It's coming. No, it's not coming off my finger very well at all. Have a look at that. So you do need to either wear gloves or be very careful with what the ink is doing, because it's going to stain things if I keep doing it like that on a mouse. And I certainly ain't going to be buying another one of them. They're not a cheap item, the magic mouses for the Macs. Oh, God, have a look. Can you see that? It's sort of coming off. It's fun, though. It's really fun. Yes, Andrew. A circus poster? Well, it can be anything, really. If you have a look at this and how that's working, let's bring both of them over just to compare the two. See what they're both like together with the one page to another. I'm just moving the paints out the way, the inks themselves out the way. So there's that one, and here's this one. That was the first one. So two totally different, well, they are different colours in respect of, I haven't got any purple in that one. I didn't use it, did I? I don't think I did. I need to put it a bit further that way. So there's the two on both different sides. Andrew, what's Murphy's oil? When you say that'd be Murphy, over here it's like the Irish as far as, like a leprechaun on your shoulder playing tricks. Is Murphy's a brand? Here I haven't heard of it. So I'll probably just get some eucalyptus oil or something like that, an essential oil. But I really don't know what I'm going to do with that. It's still sitting there on my magic mouse. So, the light on that one's not there. Let me take that back and see if it does improve it or not. Is it still in shadow? It is a bit, isn't it? Yeah. So that's some fun playing with it, though. So the left one seems happier to you, which is the left one, this one. This one. Look, when it dries, it's, I didn't think I'd done that. There you go. It's shifted. Murphy's oil is for cleaning brushes. I might have to source that. Highly likely we've got something that's similar here, but because it's an alcohol ink, I've got no idea whether an oil actually affects. I mean, I can't use it for the inks, don't think, whether that affects it. I might have to ask Heather, because Heather would know, wouldn't she? Has Heather done alcohol inks before? I can't remember. It was just a really fun weekend that we had with doing this workshop. My sister and I, she let me know about it, and we just really had a fun time. Yeah, so Vicky, you like the left one as well, the one with the purple on it. Yep. Rubbing alcohol, well, right side looks great. See, I like the right because neither's a favourite because they're both different. So for me, it's just, look, let's wait until it dries. This one's hardly got any gold or silver on it, where this has got a lot of gold silver. This has come out with that alcohol activation, more of the alcohol in it, of that tangerine. There's the oranges in this. It doesn't have that in here. I think I like the yellow-red bases more than the pinks, purples, blues type of thing. Though that magenta's coming out really nice up there in the corner. I really like that. So, yeah, the rubbing alcohol, this is alcohol-based alcohol ink, so I think the alcohol itself, that one, that should actually get it clean anyway. Oh, God, I'm getting it all over the place. Have a look at that. You can see where it's washing off. I've obviously leaked some of the alcohol as I'm doing this. Oh, Oil Plus. What's the Oil Plus? Sorry. Yeah, that one. That's what I was thinking as I was showing you. That's right, Nat. Yeah. And the Oil Plus that. I know. So bright one, Tuscan bird in right corner. This one. Oh, yeah, big eye and the bird. And it could be the feathers there, or it's just its head. Is that where talking about, like as in a toucan bird type of thing. That's what I like about seeing these once they've finished drying, because they can change a little in that process, what it looks like by the time it's fully dry, and seeing the different things that come out in the pictures. That's what happened with these that are over here. We let them sit for a while so that they could actually dry properly, and then we went back to do the embellishments. And it was then that I saw Catwoman. It was then that I saw the mermaids and whatever else came out in them. Now, in this one here, it was certainly just that I was, I was just drawing, if you can see, just drawing little flower shapes and things like that in that one, because I didn't know what else to do, and making the green part look a bit more like a vine sort of thing. It's really open to just going for it with interpretation and doodling on it, really. It was a great deal of fun. So I'm going to have a great deal of fun more. Thought I'd share it since I had it sitting here, and I've got the stuff to be able to do live streams. Yep. Oh, Tuscan. Oh, yeah, Tuscan. Toucan. That's the one. Yeah, auto-corrected. Oh, autocorrect's funny, isn't it? Google Murphy's oil soap. And yes, Heather has used it. Ah, cool. I thought I'd seen it before, but I wasn't delving into it. I was just having, my sister had let me know this workshop's on. I thought, yeah, I'll go to that. Thought I'd seen Heather use it. So, I love the far right one. That one. That shape there, or this one here. I mean, that almost looks like a little bird too in some respects. It'll see, look there, to me, there's a little fish head coming out almost. I can see a little fish poking out of anemones, that are they're not anemones, the things that are in water. It does remind me of Nemo, that movie, but it's a little blue head. All it needs is the little orange things to sort of do the stripes and the white, which my white's not working, so I'll work on that in a minute. I'll try and find something in the kitchen that's going to poke a hole down there. Get in touch with my sister. So thanks for joining in with me. I'm not going to stay any much longer. It needs drying and further play, so I'm going to have a go at that. So, hey, thanks for popping in and commenting. It's lovely to have you here. On the other board one. Oh, right. Okay, so that's this one. By far right, it's not this one. It's this one you're talking about, this one, the purples. To me, it looks more like a mermaid and nets in the sea, that type of thing. It's what I saw in it. So it's sort of how I depicted, broken nets as a mermaid goes through, just what my visual was telling me. So, and jellyfish up the top. So, yeah. Thank you. Thanks, Andy, for being over on the YouTube, and Nat, Vicky, and who else have we had here? Yeah, Nat, Vicky, Deidre. Been lovely to have you joining in with me, so thank you. And look, I'll catch up next time. I put that one up, didn't I, Nats? I did, yes. So thank you. Oh, hang on. How do I get back round to this? I go back this way, don't I? 1 a.m. Yeah, I watched Lower Lands. I actually watched the concert, the virtual concert that Lower Land shared. And, that was wonderful. So, yes, it would be late there. So enjoy your sleep time, Andrew. And thank you so much, Deirdre. Nice watching something different. And that's why I thought, look, I'd put something different on our My Time TV. There is a lot of presenters there, but, we're getting it revving up to having some extra stuff. So something that is a bit different. Catch you later, everyone. So I've got to find the off button. Bye for now.